Boom! What is going on, guys? Welcome to this ACE Initiative webinar. We've got some absolute hustlers in the house today, so make sure you stick around all the way to the end so you can actually hear some testimonials from real life people who've gotten real results, and they come from real families just like you. So I can't wait to see and speak to you guys right after on the other side of this video. Now, what you should expect to get from this webinar is what I'm going to do in the very beginning is I'm going to go through a Q&A. I'm going to go through some frequently asked questions. That way I can get them off the mat right away and you can actually enjoy the value you get from this video instead of trying to think, is your question going to be answered the whole time? We're going to answer it in the beginning. And then the amazing Abbas and Safa, who are absolute hustlers in the game, are going to tell you a bit about their story, explain to you about what affiliated marketing is and why it's so lucrative at the moment, the most lucrative industry in the world right now. And then I'm going to share my screen and actually show you the platform that we work with. Now, before I give you this amazing information, I do need to say this. If you're the kind of person that looks for free handouts, looks for charity, and never pays or invests in themselves, this ain't for you. Let me come right off the bat. This is going to cost $99. That's it. Only 99 bucks. But first, let me show you what you're getting for that money, because it's actually thousands of dollars worth of mentorship, coaching, live meetings, and state team meetups. Does that sound good, guys? You ready to show them what's up? Perfect. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to refer to my notes a couple of times because as good as I am, sometimes I do forget what I'm saying. And I do want to have a look at the frequently asked questions and I want to answer it right off the bat. So, do you need to be a tech expert? Well, guys, do they? No, definitely not. I knew nothing about computers. In fact, I didn't even own a laptop when I started this business. And I've had multiple 5-figure months online and I'm on track for a first 6-figure month. So the fact that you're not good on computers is fine, but if you are, that's a bonus as well. We're not saying no to people who've got experience. We can definitely help you, come in and get it even more. If you could just mute the newest people that jump on, Safa. How much money can I actually make? That's another big question I'm always getting. And what I wanted to say to you is that depends on your effort. Don't come in this looking to make $1 million in your first month. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Getting rich is easy. Staying rich is hard. And that's what we coach. We're going to help you stay wealthy long-term. Do I have to quit my job to do this? No, of course not. At the end of the day, we've all got families to support, right? You want to stay in this until you replace your current income. And once you've replaced your income, then it's your choice. If you want to quit your job or maybe you love your job, you want to work and make some money on the side. At the end of the day, maybe you don't want to be a millionaire. Maybe you just want to make an extra $1,000 a month to help you pay your bills. Whatever it is, we're here to support you, find out what your goals are, and together, we'll help you achieve them. How do I know this is a legitimate business? Well, if it wasn't, chances are I wouldn't be telling you. But in all seriousness, I wouldn't have my face plastered all over the internet, and neither would any of these guys all over Facebook if it was a scam. Scams are illegal in Australia, and we'd all be put in prison, and we wouldn't be making money. But we like money. We don't want to be in prison. So it's absolutely, completely legitimate, and we are registered businesses. Do I need to sell stuff to my friends and family? Hell no. Believe me, if you had to pester friends and family, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here, right? My friends and family, they weren't of the mindset of making money online, entrepreneurs. They wanted to work till I was 65 years of age. So if I had to rely on them buying stuff off me for me to make money, I'd be broke. I'd still be at work pushing wheelbarrows in that construction job that I didn't like. Do I need a social media following? No, you don't. We all need to start somewhere, right? Nobody just starts, well, I mean, some people do, but I sure as hell didn't start with 10,000 followers. I mean, I had to start a whole new social media thing. I didn't have none of that stuff. My coach had to teach me how to do it. And that's why we hear from you, from whether you've got no experience to a bit of experience, it doesn't matter. Wherever you are right now, we've got the system to help you get there. Will I have support? Well, guys, what do you reckon? Do you guys get much support? Do you give much support? We've got team meetings. We've got state meetups. I've flown to every state in Australia to meet the team. We throw parties. We get the jet skis out. Everyone brings their family. We have a barbecue. We have a good old time. We help each other with their businesses. This is a very, very family community-based business. Together we rise. We're all here to help each other. The more money we make, the more money we make. This isn't like a job where we're all fighting for that one role. This isn't like a job where you've got a boss at the top and all the people underneath him are making him money. And no matter how many hours you work, you're only going to make the boss money. That's a pyramid scheme. That leads me to my next question. Is this a pyramid scheme? No. If you want to be in a pyramid scheme, continue working at your job where you put in plenty of hours and you keep making your boss rich. The definition of a pyramid scheme is a constant referral system where no products of intrinsic value are sold. We work with high-end products that I'm actually going to show you halfway through this video because we're very transparent. And at the end of the day, this is not a pyramid scheme. They're illegal. Is this an MLM or a multi-level marketing scheme? No, it's not. We work in a direct selling company. Even if it was an MLM, some MLMs are completely legitimate. It's kind of just a word negative people like to throw around as a bullshit excuse to why they're not going to make any money online and stay in their job scared. What kind of people are we looking to work with? Now, a lot of, marketing companies kind of just want to work with everyone. We'll take Jane and Bob and Simon and rah, 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 and take everybody on. We're not like that. We're actually very particular of who we work with. So after you've watched this video, we'll make sure that this is okay for you and that you're actually going to succeed in this. We don't want to just take on anybody. We want to work with the best, right? And that's why we have so much success in our team. So believe me, if you do end up joining and you do end up doing the trial, which is completely refundable. If you don't love it, have your $99 anyway. You might as well try it out, right? If you even get to do that trial, it's because you were meant for this. You're a hustler, you're an entrepreneur at heart, you're a bossette or a boss or a king or a queen, whatever it is, and you're ready to build your own empire instead of building somebody else's. And we see that in you. All right, do I have to buy products? So I know in a lot of companies, you got to buy all these products, store them in your garage. If someone wants them, you got to go to the post office, send it out, all the rest of it. We don't need to do that. Once you become a distributor with our company, the company will actually send the products out. You don't need to sit them in your garage or the rest of it. Although our products are amazing and you're probably going to want them for yourself anyway, you don't need to store them at your house. What are my chances of becoming ultra wealthy? 0 if you stay at your 9-to-5 job. If you want to make some serious money, you should get involved in online marketing, and that's why we're all here. Do you teach other skills other than online marketing? Yes. We teach a lot of life skills, a lot of personal development. We can recommend you books to help you to develop the mindset of a successful person. We've got groups for single mothers or single fathers who are trying to manage time with work and their kids and all the rest of it. So there's no excuses for anyone. There is support here for no matter where you are at the moment in your life. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a tiny little bit of a story on me. I'm not going to take too long. I'm going to tell you who I am and why we can help you as a team. My name is Brodie Salnitro. I'm 27 years of age. I'm a successful online entrepreneur. Things haven't always been this way for me. 12 months ago, I had $127 in my bank account, and I spent the last amount of money I did to invest in this program. I was living paycheck to paycheck, but I knew that if I continued doing what I've always done, I'd always have what I've always got. So I took a chance. I've had multiple $20,000, $30,000 months online. Within 12 months, I bought my first home, and I was able to buy a brand new 2018 Jeep Wrangler. Does that mean that those results are going to happen for you? Not necessarily. It really depends on your own effort, and it's all about timing. But this isn't all about the fancy stuff. The fact that I get to, and any day I can go see my granddad. He's getting old. I want to spend time with him. Or I can take my dad on a trip, all the rest of it. Or just have the freedom to spend every day with my dogs is validation enough that I made the right choice. I don't have to show you a fancy car or a fancy check. I know that I did the right thing. And there are 3.5 billion people on Facebook. If you're not interested in this and $99 is too far-fetched to change your life, the next person will take up this opportunity and I'll be happy to work with them, and so will everyone here. I had no experience in marketing. I didn't even own a laptop. The army wouldn't accept me, and I spent my whole life working in construction, working my hands to the bone, pushing wheelbarrows and always hurting myself at work. I was never meant for that long term. I knew I didn't want to work until I was 65. I'm smart enough to know that by the time I'm 65, the pension will no longer be around for us. Australia's already in a lot of tax debt. Do you think we're going to be in more debt in 10 years? We will. So do you think your tax you're currently paying is going to go down or go up? It's going to go up because Australia needs to get some revenue somehow. So you're going to be earning even less money. You're going to be dealing with inflation. All those kinds of things tells me that your financial security isn't something that you should be leaving in the hands of the government or your boss. You need to take control yourself, and that's what having an online business can do for you. What I want to do now is I actually want to hand the mic over to Abbas and Safa. They're going to tell you about their story, explain to you what affiliated marketing is, and share with you some facts. We'll pass it back to me. I'll show you my screen, show you how we make this money. We'll get some testimonials, and then it's on you to take action. Abbas Safa?
Thanks for the intro, man. Thanks for the intro.
That was freaking amazing. Okay, guys, so basically I'm here to show you we'll tell you what affiliated marketing is. Or what we do is basically affiliated marketing or attraction marketing in some sense. So basically what we are, hold up, just 1 second. Okay, so what affiliated marketing is we have the company and the buyer. And we are basically the middleman making ads for the company. And how we do that is through attraction marketing and basically attracting people to how we live and what we can do now that we're able to live comfortably and financially free. Okay. So with the $99 USD per month, what do you get? You get a 24/7 mentorship program. So us or any one of these lovely people who referred you will be mentoring you 24/7. So you'll have access to them 24/7. They're here to answer all your queries, all your questions, all your doubts, all your love, all your excitement. They're here to share that with you. Okay. So we want you to learn a new skill. So don't think it's an easy thing. Okay. You just got to apply yourself and be motivated to want more out of life. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story and Abbas will tell you his. So basically Abbas and I, so my name is Safa and it's Abbas Al-Chami. Basically we've been doing this for 10 months now. Previously I was working in childcare. I worked in it for 6 years until I realized that $750 a week is basically crap to live off. You know, no one can live off $750 a week. Yeah,
but combined together was $1,000 a week. So the money for us wasn't an issue. It really wasn't. Brodie can tell you that.
Definitely.
But I was very time poor. Very, very time poor. You know, I mean, the first two and a half years, I missed out on seeing my kids grow up, and I used to see them through Snapchat and WhatsApp, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Facebook here and there, and she used to go to the events, and I didn't. So I thought, something had to change. Work isn't going to change. Most likely I might end up doing more hours and more hours and spend more money on petrol weekly, monthly, yearly. You can now I don't have to spend money on petrol. I actually sold my second car, and I'd rather spend $9 USD on this online trading platform. Either way, it saves me a lot of money on petrol.
Exactly. And ever since then, that was 10 months ago, we were able to quit our full-time jobs, and now we do this full-time. Meaning we were able to make multiple 10K months online and growing every month. Okay, so we don't really care if you believe us or not. Regardless, we make money with or without you. So come and join us. Come in on the action, and let me tell you why. Because the affiliated marketing industry is actually estimated to grow to $6.8 billion by 2020. That's only 1 year away. And affiliated marketing is actually a niche idea. What that means is there's no competition. Why there's no competition? Because people you will resonate with are different to the people that I resonate with, and so on and so forth. So everyone has their set niche. So you will resonate with different people from different walks of life. We will resonate with couples or family people that love kids. Brodie will resonate with people that love their dogs and want to spend time with their family and their pets.
And you don't have to target people from your own backyard. You can target people from different states, different countries, different addresses. And Facebook is really detailed and targeting. You can target whoever you want.
Exactly. And we basically had no experience in sales and marketing whatsoever. So it's very possible for you to learn a new skill. Yeah. And we can definitely help you do that.
So you guys might think that, Abbas Safa can do it, all these lovely people can do it. Man, look at the backstory. I used to be a security guard. If a security guard can do it and a person that does childcare, anybody can do it. You just got to put your full effort into it.
You just got to have a love for learning and a love to get out of the crap hole you are in. Because guess what? Like Brodie said, do you know what the definition of insanity is? The definition of insanity is doing something over and over and over again, expecting a different result. The only way you break out of that insanity is if you try something new. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to send you back to Brodie.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that so much. One thing I wanted to say right off the bat is that Oxford School did a research, and over 50% of jobs are going to be automated within the next 10 years. So you guys have really got to think, is your job safe at the moment? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm about to share my screen and show you what you'll actually be getting for the $99. Now, you'll be getting a one-on-one coaching call, which is valued at $450. You'll also be getting one-on-one tailored coaching from your coach and mentor on this screen, which is priceless. You'll be getting twice a week live meetings like this, where you'll actually be on here and me and some of the other top earners in the company will be speaking. Once again, that's priceless. And I'm gonna share my screen now and show you a few things. So let me look here. All right, can you guys see my screen okay? Perfect. All right, guys, so welcome to the ACE Initiative. Now, what this is right here, if you can see here, I'm going to the ACE Initiative 1 year anniversary event in Cabo Lucas, Mexico. Talisha, I look forward to seeing you there. We're actually holding a massive event in Mexico. We're going swimming with the whales, meditation, yoga. We get to meet some of the best guys in the marketing game who spent billions of dollars on Facebook advertisement. And that's the kind of stuff you're going to have access to now. Events all over the world where, listen, when you start surrounding yourself with people who are at that higher caliber, you know, multi-millionaires, you can either get angry, depressed, or inspired. I chose to be inspired because you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So imagine being on meetings twice a week with 100 people, not 10 like we've got here. This is a select few people we brought on here, but 100 people who are hungry like tigers. Imagine what's going to do for your mindset, for you and your family. Imagine what the person you're going to become for your children. Think about that, because that's what you're getting for $99, which is refundable if making money online and doing the best for your family isn't for you. So what I want to do now is I want to show you a couple of things. When you log into your account, this is what you're going to see. See here, it says book your strategy call. What you're going to do is you pay the $99, you get the 14-day trial, you book in this call, and you're going to actually get a one-on-one call with one of the best around the world. Now, keep in mind, some of these people are making well over $30,000, $40,000 a month without having to work for a boss. Don't get it twisted. They're still putting in work, but it's for them. It's for their online business. They're still hustling, but it's for them. It's for their family, okay? Everything they do when they wake up betters their life, nobody else's. If that's something you're interested in, well, then maybe this is for you. Once you've booked in that call, you're going to go into the onboard training. In there, you're going to get some in-depth training of what affiliated marketing is, what exactly you'd need to be doing. You see, myself or whoever sent you this video could spend 3 weeks telling you exactly how this all works for no reason, and then you don't end up joining, and we've just wasted all that time. Instead, sorry, phone. Are you there? Abbas, can you hear me? Sorry, mate. That's what the trial's for, is to give you that information instead. So instead of us having to explain individually exactly how all this training works, how you make money, all the rest of it, that's what this is for. You're going to go through there. You're going to answer a questionnaire. We're going to find out what your goals are. So many people don't even have goals in this life. If you don't have goals, how can you expect to hit them? Listen, stand myself up to a professional darts player. Let's say the world's best darts player. Put a dartboard in front of us. He's going to hit the dartboard, right? I don't even play darts. Now turn him around so he can't see the dartboard. He can't see his goals. I'm more likely to hit the target than he is because he ain't got no goals. So that's one of the first things we're going to teach you is goal setting for you and your family. Once again, this is to better your life. Once you've done that, you're going to watch a 2-hour video. This video is called The Business Blueprint. This video changed my life. Once you've seen this video, there'll be no more gray areas. You'll understand the products, the exclusive offers that we work with. And if you're anything like I am, or the people on this screen, or any one of the hundreds of people that possibly sent you this video, you'll be all in because it's absolutely life-changing and it's exclusive for members. And that's why we don't go into it too much. And it's completely optional. If you don't want to go with that, you can affiliate for any company you want, right? You could go into your search bar. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to waste your time, but you can go to your search bar, Google Expedia, go to the drop-down box, go affiliate links, all the rest of it, and you can affiliate for that company. But what we've found is we've found a very niche market. There's a lot of competition out there that are selling very cheap stuff, and you don't get much of a commission. We've found a high-end commission that pays 57% for a company that's been around for 53 years and it is not going anywhere. Anywhere from $100 a sale to $4,500 per sale. Now ask yourself, how many $4,500 sales would you need to make a month to cover your current wage? For most people, it'd be less than one. That's where it's at. Otherwise, you can go affiliate for a sports company where you sell pairs of runners that you make 3% commissions on a $120 pair of runners. How many pairs of runners you got to sell then to, replace your income? A lot. And that's why people get so much benefit out of this system. And that's why people pay the $99. So instead of you spending hours trying to find products, services, learn how to talk to people, find yourself a team, work out where to target, figure out how to write an ad, pay tens of thousands of dollars in sales funnels, try to get a website set up, search optimization. All that stuff's taken care of because like your coaches probably told you, this is a 90% automated platform. The 10% is what we're here to teach you how to do. Now, once you finish that, you'll take that coaching call from one of your beautiful coaches. They'll walk you through the offer that you just had a look through in that video, see if this is for you. And then we get stuck into the training. We add you to the team and we go from there. That's it. That's it. That's done. It's perfect for anybody with little to no experience to come in, do the trial, speak to the best in the game, be in the best team in the game. We got 3 people in here that are ranked number 1 out of thousands of affiliates around the world in our team that you get to work with, that you could possibly travel with to Mexico, that you can help the lives of you and your family with, okay? Because when you hang around the best, you can be the best. Now, let me show you here something over in sales. This is just one of the ways that you can make money in this business. I want to be completely transparent with you. Now, can you guys see my screen okay? So these are the people lately that have bought the ACE program, right? They're paying the $99 a month. They obviously love it because they haven't refunded. Now, if you see here, this X, right? Stephanie Gordon. It wasn't for her. For whatever reason, it maybe wasn't the perfect timing, whatever it was. Her account was cancelled. She was sent her refund. So you can see that there. The account was cancelled. And just like for you guys, if it's not absolutely for you, you guys can do the same. But what I can say is, if you are serious about changing your life and you've been looking for a legitimate way online to do it, you've found it. It doesn't get much easier than this. Success leaves clues, and I've got a box of clues to show to anybody willing to have a look at it. Now, I'm going to pass it over. We're going to do some testimonials, right? I'll pass it back to Abbas and Safa. She wants to bring a couple of people out. I'll probably do a little bit of a testimonial myself as well. If there's anything else you guys wanted me to show the beautiful people watching this before we jump off, let me know. But at the end of the day, let me tell you, success loves speed. Don't wait 3 weeks and think you're going to come back to this. If you're anything like me, I always thought opportunity, I'll do it later. I'll come back to this later. This isn't like that. This is you do this now or you miss out, right? You want to catch the trend while it's hot. I missed out on a lot of opportunities because I was scared. Don't let fear come in the way of you and your family living a better life because you've only got one. Stop living like you got 2. Saf? I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yeah. Definitely, completely agree.
Thanks for the imprint. Beautiful.
Okay, so we have a couple people. Adam, give me your little testimonial.
Sure thing. Well, where do we start? There's just so many that it's done for me and Tony. I'm Adam and came to Perth 5 years ago with Tony, my partner, looking for adventure. And at first, we found it and we quickly settled into life and started to find our comfort zone again. And we wasn't content and we started to get unhappy and we wanted more. And all of a sudden we came across, this business opportunity, and we were very, very blown away by the opportunities and long term that it had for us. And it was very overwhelming when we found out what it offered long term for us. We were very overwhelmed because with me being a carpenter, I just couldn't. The idea of me doing carpentry for the rest of my life was, I couldn't think of it because I'm 30 years old and it's already wearing me down, and with like my back and my knees. So when we came across this opportunity, it was an instant way out of that, and it was very overwhelming. And we're really, really excited for the future for both of us. And we'd just say for anyone that's coming in, for their own reasons, you've got to find your own reasons for coming in, and you just got to go for it and step outside your comfort zone, and just give it a go. Just give it a go, and you've got all these wonderful people around you as well, offering you tons of support, which is a very massive reason why we're doing it and while we're still in it is just because we've got all the support around us. So yeah, that's the main point for me. So I'll
thank you, Adam.
Cheers, guys.
I appreciate that. If that's not enough to get you guys across the line, I don't know what is. And it actually just made me think of something. If you're sitting there right now and you're like, well, I want to do this, but I kind of just don't understand how it works. Neither did I. I was like, there was a lot of numbers and marketing and links and Facebook, but I didn't care, because what other choice did I have? I had somebody here who had the results that I wanted, and that's all that mattered. That's what I was paying the $99 for, was it for them to show me how it worked. And if I didn't like it, I could get my refund. So if that's not quite got you convinced yet, Saha, would you like to jump on?
Hey everyone, I'm Saha, and I'm a single mother to a beautiful 4-year-old daughter. And I came into this business to change my life because I have never seen my daughter grow. I was never there for her, and I've never spent so much time with her. Now getting into this business, it's completely changed my life. And I'm so grateful for everybody on here. Thank you so much. And I've just changed. Can you imagine that I was an introvert 5 months ago? Would have thought. But yeah, I'm loud as a I don't know what, a horn, you can say. Very bubbly. I'm out there, and I'm going to change the world one time. That's it from me, guys.
Yeah,
you're amazing.
Yeah, I've come a long way, that is for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I remember Saha working 3 jobs at one stage to be able to support herself, and all she wanted was to look after her daughter. That's it.
I remember she gave us a call. She pulled over, I believe, on M5 to speak to us. Yeah, she goes, this is it. I want to change.
Yep, okay. I remember that. And she has come a long way in a very short amount of time. And this can basically be you too.
Yep.
As long as you take the step.
Beautiful. Jess, you're up, Jess.
Hello.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Anyway, my name is Jess. My husband and I, we migrated from New Zealand 5 years ago. And before that, we weren't married. So we got married, and then we were working and everything. Like, it was cool. And then we had kids like a year later after we got married. And then so after having kids, I became a stay-at-home mom, which I've been for almost 3 years. And it just like for me and my husband didn't get to know his kids properly. Like, I have 2 kids under 2, and they didn't have a bond. Like, my husband was working all the time, so then he never got to see his kids. And then they didn't have they saw him like he was a stranger. And I knew straight away that I had to change something. I needed to find something that will help my husband stay at home more, so that his kids will know who their dad is. Because I'm not a single mom. Like, we're married, and that's what families are supposed to be, like, together. So then when I came across this opportunity, I knew straight away that I wanted my husband to be at home with us. So luckily, like, I was scared just like every single person that is on here right now. But what drove me is that my kids needed their dad. So then I took the opportunity with both hands. I was scared, but then now, like, when I look back, I'm like, why didn't I come earlier? Why did I have to wait like for something to like hit me that, you know, it just needs to happen? So it did. And ever since then, like, my husband, at first he wasn't supportive because he was like afraid for me. But now he's so passionate about this business, like, because he knows that this is his way out of working the like 12 hours a day, like 6 days a week. So like that's my mission. My mission is to retire my husband, and I can already see it happening very soon, because I know this business will allow me to do that. And it can definitely help you, because every single person that you see here, you resonated with them when you saw, like, because you've made it this far. So if you made it this far, there's a reason why. You need to hop on now, because you can be a millionaire very soon. And that's from me, guys. I send you all the love and happiness, and I know that every person watching this will be able to succeed. Thank you. I just myself.
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
That's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's the testimonies you guys have. So if you guys are still wondering if this is for you, you'll never know until you try.
Yeah.
Okay. If you say it's not for you before you even start, that's like saying pizza ain't for you. Everybody loves pizza.
Give it a go. I've never. I used to hate Chinese food, but I've never tried it.
Exactly.
Now I love it.
You will never know until you step out and do something you have never had. To have something you've never had, you need to be able to do something you've never done before.
Brodie and Timon. All right, guys.
Brodie, do you want to leave them with something?
Yeah, well, obviously, so if you're sitting there now going, well, what do I do? You reach out to whoever sent you this video and you say to them, I'm ready for change. Jump on a phone call. They'll send you a link. You pay the $99. It's only $99. Studies have already shown that 90% of people watching this video have got $99. So let's be honest with each other, guys. Pay the money. Do the trial. You got 2 whole weeks to find out if this thing's for you. And I can tell you right now, if the coaches you've got here, it ain't going to take 2 weeks for you to know. And if it's not for you, get a refund. But you owe it to your family to at least have a crack, and you owe it to your hopes and dreams. Because the cemetery is the richest place in the world because it's full of everyone's hopes and dreams that they never went after. Do it while you're alive. We love and appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side of this video.
Bye, guys.